pearly gates open and George Burns arrives sort of in limbo, and he appears before God, and God essentially asks him to do a command performance, reviewing his life in his own words. And so he ends up reviewing his life and talking about all of the highs and lows of his career.
That's me on the left, next to John, Paul, and Ringo.
If you know and are familiar with George Burns, and how could you not be, then it really is a celebration of this iconic American figure, and you'll be taken through the highs and lows of his life.
I discovered early on that I had a great talent, so I married her.
George will actually do some of the vaudeville routines, and you'll hear Gracie's voice. One of the challenges for me is the fact that the real George Burns actually appeared on screen during the show. So you actually have the burden of, capturing this guy, doing it well enough that when you're being compared to him on stage, you want the audience to be able to say, that guy on screen is the guy on stage.
They said, "Are you Catholic?" I said, "Catholic? Am I Catholic? My father's a priest."
Keying into his voice has been the most challenging, and it was the key though. Once I finally got something out of him and it sort of started to come, then I said, oh, here's the door. The door opened just a little bit, put my foot in it, and now I'm in a good place, I'm enjoying it. So it's also really well written. It was written by Rupert Holmes, if you like pina coladas, that's the guy who wrote it, and it was on Broadway. But the way that it's written, it not only pays homage to, or homage to George Burns' style of comedy, but it really gets inside his life.
Sweet Adeline.
Let's face it, George Burns did all the heavy lifting. He did all the heavy lifting. All I got to do is let him tell the story and get the hell out of the way. Let me just be a vessel. We'll see what happens. Sweet, wonderful. Say goodnight, Jerry.